Well, good morning. It's at least this morning. Well, what time is it? Let's see, 9 o'clock roughly. And I've been up for a little while. Most of you know my bride from the other channel, Susu. She had to go in today's Monday, and she had to go in and get a knuckle surgery. She had basically a knuckle replacement. I don't have, I guess the thumb on the head or something. And she had it for 2 years, and it broke, and she has to go back to get it replaced. I wasn't happy about that, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm not mad at her. I'm mad at the knuckle people. I want to go to the knuckle factory. That's so stupid. I want to go to the knuckle factory and find out what they're doing, right? But this is my channel, and I'm babbling because of that, again, I don't sleep well. I did sleep well last night until I had to wake up and our daughter, I can't drive right now, so our daughter, Sophia, love you, love you very much, was, took her to the hospital, and I think they said she just went in for the surgery. So she won't be able to do our channel together, and I'm doing this one without her. So what am I doing today? This was a really interesting request for me. It's by a longtime subscriber and someone that just raises their hand every now and then doesn't request much. This is Marina Music, Music with a little thing over the top. So probably, I would say somewhere, around that area of Russia, Czechoslovakia. I don't know. Anyway, this is Sabaton and Metallica. And Sabaton's going to do a cover of Metallica's Ride the Lightning. And so I thought that's very interesting. I like both of those bands, and I did until I was older. And so we'll check it out and see. We do a lot of Sabaton on our other channel, which is Susu and the Wolfman. This is another cover lover, and what I do here, if I haven't already said, is I take a cover or a song that you suggest, and I find a cool cover to it. Or in this case, Marina found this on her own, and I'm assuming Marina is the girls or female. Never mind. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to babble on incessantly if I don't go ahead and do this. So here we go. Let me get this up. Don't forget. All right, guys. All right, I could not find a decent live version of this. I did find a live version, but I just didn't like quality on it. I didn't like the way what they were doing on stage. So Metallica, Ride the White Lightning. No idea when this came out. The song is for whom the bell tolls. There we go. I'm going to pause this and roll this back. I meant to say something at the beginning, and I didn't. I've had some complaints about looking at my phone and all that stuff, and I've gotten really good about turning my phone off and not looking at it and paying more attention to what I'm supposed to be doing. However, in this case, I am waiting for the phone to ring to tell me what's going on with my bride. And sorry, but if it rings or if it whatever, I'm going to look at it and you can continue to enjoy the video. Here we go. That was interesting. Very good. Interesting. So you saw me making spaces. I do that anyway. It's my face thing. Um, it always gets me on a when we watch her videos back. She's like, "You're doing the thing with your face again." Well, things that interest me musically brings the face on. And I have heard this song in movies. And I've heard it on maybe not the radio, but on Spotify, But I don't think I ever really listened to it. I like the general idea and the crunch and the angst and anger of it. But I love the lyrics and some of the stuff that the drummer's doing is fantastic. Because it was a studio version and Sabaton is as well. I don't get to say as much about gear, which I love. But I thought it was great. I thought it was very well put together, very well produced. And there we go. This is Sabaton doing the same song. I don't. We do a lot of Sabaton on their channel. I know little to nothing about them except that I like them a lot. I like the way they look. I was looking for a live version of this one as well from Sabaton, and they're out there. But I thought, if I'm only going to do a studio version of the one, I should do that of the other. So this is Sabaton doing the same song. Here we go. You hear the difference in the tone and stuff, and it's got a little bit of that. It's kind of wah-wah-ish. It probably what it is, the wah-wah pedal, but I love it. so good. I was thinking it would go longer. Um, both artists, both was 5 minutes long. But to me, it's so good and it's interesting, and the lyrics. Again, the one line that sticks out. Let me get this out here. The one line that sticks out most to me is the last line. It's the "For whom the bell tolls" line. Um, it's "For whom the bell tolls, time marches on." So when I first heard that lyric, and today, I mean, I've heard it before, but when I first decided to analyze it, "For whom the bell tolls, time marches on." Now, "For whom the bell tolls" basically means if it's your time, it's your time, right? The bell's tolling. It can mean other things, but for me, it means the bell, which is generally signifies time, a bell in a church clock or whatever. Your time's up. But he says, "For whom the bell tolls, time marches on." So what pictured in my brain, and I'd love to hear your comments on this, is that for whom the bell tolls, maybe his buddy gets killed, he's got to keep going over that hill. And some of that is because the imagery on that Sabaton album cover, which I loved that. I'd love to have that just the cover and I'd hang up somewhere in the studio. It was outstanding. You know, I love history. I love the history of war. I'm not for war at all. I just love the imagery and the reasons that they start. I want to know. Anyway, I digress. I had heard, like I said, I had heard this song. I was not a fan of Metallica for a long time. I didn't understand music. I've talked about this before. Metallica, Megadeth, all that genre. I didn't like 80s hair metal. I came out of the 70s. In the early 80s, I discovered or someone turned me onto the Dead. And I listened to the Dead for years and years and years. Saw them a couple times at concert, and that was kind of my group. But now as I get older, and all these health stuff starts happening, it pisses me off. And I want to be angry, so this helps me in my anger. Listen, thank you so much for sitting through me with all this, and again, at your prayers and your all of those, throw them out there, and whatever. Pray for Sue as always, and I know that you have, and our crowd, our people have come around us in ways we couldn't even understand. We're not asking for you to do that again. I'm asking you for just strength. Pray for strength for me, and pray for quick recovery for her. It shouldn't take near as long as this thing with her back, but we'll see. And I'll keep you posted. If you like this channel, hit like, subscribe, share with your friends, hit the notification bell, because I've been remiss in not putting anything out for a couple days at least, and I'm going to change that. So I don't know that I'll ever get back to 4 or 5 a day. I'm going to try, but maybe not. But I'll at least try to get 1 or 2 a day, and I don't want you guys to miss it. Another thing I wanted to say about a lot of you have sent really nice comments. For the most part on my channel. I used to reach out to every single one of you, and that's still my goal. I'm way behind, so I'm still trying to catch up. But this is Marina's suggested. This is a very cool suggestion. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed it, and please come back and see me. And until next time, peace.